Good evening, Region 10, and welcome to a very special Sunday edition of Region 10 Live News. My name is David Corcoran, and it is a pleasure. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined again by Serjan. Welcome.
The pleasure is mine, David. Welcome, everyone. Hello. It is fantastic to be back with you, all as we kick off what is set to be one of the most exciting episodes yet.
Absolutely. And before we get to the heart of the show, let us wake up the chat. We want to know what district is bringing the most energy tonight. So drop your district number and your city in the comments.
Yeah, I agree. We love seeing the geography diversity of our region. Let's see who is writing right now to the comments. Please write your district number and where are you based right now?
Yes. And tonight, Serjan, where are you based?
Very good. Nice question, David. I am normally based in Istanbul, but
Yeah.
tonight I'm based in Bulgaria, in
Ah,
Borovets, because I have a family event and some holiday season right now. That's why now I'm connecting from Bulgaria.
wonderful, wonderful. Well, we see Lisa Marie Gelhaus there from Bologna. Ciao, Lisa Marie. And of
Yeah,
course, Olga. Yes, District 95.
yeah, and 71. District 71, Elizabeth Jordan. Yeah.
Yes, it's fantastic to see Elizabeth as well. So keep the chat alive. Let's keep rolling through. We'd love to hear. Omer Dugtech, hello.
Hello, Emaj.
That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's so nice. Yeah, Karina from District 109.
Yes,
Chardon,
from Chardon
Switzerland.
in Switzerland. That's amazing. Yes. And do let us also let us know, how cold is it in your district? So we want energy. That's great. But I'm just thinking off the top of my head, how cold is it? It's -3 here in Vienna, and it's starting to really rain a lot. So we don't have weather tonight, but let's hear about weather in your district as well. So, Serjan, we have a powerhouse lineup for everyone tonight. We're starting with our Mastery Minute featuring the legendary Fuzi Guitako. Then we're going to dive into the joy of laughter with both a speech and an interview, which is an exclusive. We'll also be taking a look back at the incredible success of our Berlin event to see what lessons we can all learn from our own districts. And since it's January 25th, we are celebrating Burns Night Live with our friends in Scotland. A traditional celebration that's happening precisely as we are speaking here tonight. But of course, the real star of our episode is Reggie, who will be joining us for an official launch of a brand new online game. So do
What else? Sorry. Yes, while we wait for the Reggie, let us see what else is happening around the region. First, let's talk about growing your club. District 109 is hosting a cafe session on January 29th at 7 p.m. CET titled From Visibility to Visitors. You will learn the exact strategies needed to build a winning guest pipeline and turn interested visitors into dedicated members. It's an essential session for any leader looking to boost their club members. And additionally, do not miss the live in Oslo. Next, this one is for community in Norway or anyone traveling to the area. On February 9th, Norway Toastmaster is hosting an exclusive in-person open house at Barcode Street Food in Oslo. And this is a rare opportunity to see 2015 world champion Mohammed Katani live on stage. If you are in the city or planning to a trip there, make sure to attend this masterclass in person. And these regional gatherings are the best way to connect with leaders outside your home club. Be sure to check your district calendars for registration links.
Wonderful. So now it's time for our Mastery Minute. So if you're new to our show, you're in for a real treat. Fuzi Guatako is an international speaker, trainer, and coach with over 30 years of experience on the global stage. He's widely recognized for his high energy, his unique ability to turn complex communication theories into simple, actionable tips that you can use immediately. Tonight, he is sharing insights that will change the way you approach your next presentation. Let's hear from Fuzi.
Hi everyone, my name is Furzy Goatwalko. What we are going to be talking about today are our gestures. Now the first thing that we want to do when we gesture is understand what direction our gestures are taking. So for example, are the gestures that we decide to use moving towards our audience or away from the audience? Now, if you're on camera, realize that if you move towards the audience, oh my gosh, my hands are getting huge. So you gotta be careful of that. But moving towards the audience can feel like we're getting closer to them, that we're establishing that relationship. So consider whether your hands are moving closer or coming back towards yourself. But it's not just our hands, is it? It could also be our whole body. So is our whole body moving closer and towards, or are we moving away? If we're getting bigger to the camera when we get closer, then that means that when we're moving away, we're getting smaller. When we are on camera, moving closer and moving further back create larger images or smaller images. But when we're live and in person, we get closer and more personal. When we get farther away from our audience in person, it feels more distant, less personal, and frankly, less important. I know that seems really strange because you're on stage, you're still on stage, whether you're closer or farther away. I'm still who I am. I'm still important to my audience. Yes, but when you're on stage, when you move away from your audience, the perception is that you are less important. And so consider that. The direction that you're gesturing or moving, closer or farther away. You can also gesture to your sides, both sides. I know we don't consider that, do we? But sometimes when we're right-handed, we tend to gesture to our right. You're seeing it from your left, but from my side, it's to my right. And so we sometimes have to train ourselves to go to the opposite side. And this changes the picture for our audience and makes it more interesting. Was it just my hands that moved? Was it? Because if it was just my hands that moved, then this is my hand moving. But you'll notice I pivoted my whole body, didn't I? My whole torso shifted. My whole torso rotated, including my face. So consider not just going to one side with one part of my body, but also going to the other side with my whole body. So we've talked about direction towards and away, and we've talked about direction to the right and to the left. Oh, there's only one other way to go. Our hands can gesture upwards or even below. Not just our hands, our whole body. How can we use our whole body to create that sense of direction? I know some of you are thinking, well, Furzy, I am the height I am. How am I supposed to go up? Well, you could stand on something, you know, or you could even see what I mean? So let's summarize. hands, body, head, face, eyes can go towards, can go back, can go to the right or the left, or from your point of view, the left or the right, and can also go up and go down. Now, how can we use these possibilities to make our speaking more interesting? I'll see you again soon.
I love it. Yeah, that was fantastic mastery minute. I was just doing like Percy. And Percy insights on gestures were exactly what I need to hear, Percy. We all sometimes struggle with knowing what to do with our hands and when we are in front of an audience, but Percy showed us really how to make every moment useful to emphasize a point.
Absolutely. And it's those small gestures, Serjan, that make a huge impact on our stage presence. So a real mastery lesson there, thanks to Ferzi. Now, I want to introduce you to a very special furry member of our team who's in charge of running a fun game for our audience who is here with us live tonight. If you are new to the show, he's our official mascot and the heartbeat of Region 10. Reggie, welcome to the stage.
Thank you so much for the stage. Hello, everyone. So happy to be back. And tonight is game night. As many of you know, I am a very proud part of this Region 10 team. My big job is to bring the fun. But before we get into the game, let me tell you a bit about myself. I am into listening to upbeat music with my headphones. And of course, I love to drink coffee from my favorite blue mug. A hot coffee keeps me sharp and smiling while on the news. Please don't tell the team, but when they are not watching, I snack on my favorite food, bamboo! And now, let's get to today's game. The winner will have a chance to show up here on stage with me. What is the game all about? Well, let me tell you. Earlier today, as I was getting ready for this episode, disaster struck. I lost the buttons from my jacket. My buttons will pop up randomly on the screen throughout the show. Will you help me find my buttons? Count them as they pop up. Be fast to type the total number in the chat. The first to type wins. And with this, I give the stage back to David. Keep your eyes peeled to the screen, have fun, and enjoy tonight's incredible show.
So, Reggie, that was fantastic. And you're looking sharper than ever, of course, with those golden buttons and a hot coffee there that you had. So we'll see you back here soon for our very big announcement. So while Reggie's off getting things ready, let me explain the rules for you while we look here at the slide you see on screen. Listen carefully because the game is now starting. So in a moment, we will announce the start. So we're going to watch for that, and you'll hear us say that phrase you see on screen, spot and count the buttons. So every button is there. So the game is now started, you might say. You see there on screen, I've been told, there we are. Spot and count the buttons. So silently count every golden button that appears for 5 seconds. So it will be there for 5 seconds. Wait until we say game over, and then do not submit your answer until then. So you'll have to get that final number. And then submit your answer as fast as you can. So the fastest person with the correct answer wins the grand prize. So this is Reggie's game, how to win. Again, the game is now started. So do listen out and watch out for that.
Hey, thank you, David, for this nice explanation. And now, while your eyes are glued to the screen for Reggie buttons, let us turn our attention to something that can transform both your performance and your overall well-being. Our next speaker is here to show us the power of laughter yoga. Andy Barbiero is a communication coach, language trainer, and an experienced education professional with a background at Oxford University Press, Cambridge, and Pearson. He helps with individuals and teams communicate with clarity and confidence. As a long-time Toastmasters, he brings warmth, insight, and practical impact to every stage. Let us learn from Andy.
Who loves to laugh? For centuries, laughter was referred to as the best medicine for body and for mind. But never was there a reliable delivery system. Laughter was simply the end result of entertainment or amusement. But laughter yoga has taken laughter to a new level. You see, it's a complete delivery system, allowing laughter to actually be prescribed as part of your daily routine in order to realize all of the health benefits. It enables everyone to laugh, even those that are serious, introverted, or uncomfortable with being funny. Inspired by articles on benefits of laughter, Dr. Madan Kataria, a physician from India, launched the Laughter Club movement in March 1995 with just 5 people in a Mumbai park. In the initial days, the group resorted to jokes and funny stories, but they soon ran out of those, and this prompted Dr. Kataria to come up with a breakthrough system of laughter. He finally found the answer he was looking for, which was based on a scientific fact that our body cannot differentiate between acted and genuine laughter. Both produce the same happy chemistry. The next morning, he explained this to the group and asked them to try to act out laughter, just for a minute. Amid skepticism, they agreed to try, and the results? Amazing. For some, the acted out laughter quickly turned into real laughter, and this was contagious, and very soon, others followed. Soon the group was laughing like never before. Hearty laughter that followed and persisted for almost 10 minutes. This breakthrough was the birth of laughter yoga. Are you a professional speaker? Do you organize workshops? Who amongst us hasn't felt a certain level of anxiety before stepping on stage or in front of a group? Wouldn't you like to feel more confident and natural so you can connect with your audience, with your coworkers, with your friends and family? A daily dose of laughter is the one solution which has the power to unwind stress, uplift joy, the power to slow down a racing heart and strengthen the mind, the power to raise the spirit and fend off pessimism, all in an instant. Okay, sounds crazy, I know, but it works like magic. Several studies are underway in many universities around the world. Clinical research conducted at Bangalore, India, and in the United States has proven that laughter lowers the level of stress hormones in your blood. Okay, so what is this laughter yoga that I speak of? Let me break it down for you. Laughter yoga is a unique concept where anyone can laugh for no reason, without relying on humor, jokes, or comedy. We initiate laughter as an exercise in a group, with eye contact and childlike playfulness. It soon turns into real contagious laughter. The reason we call it laughter yoga is because it combines laughter exercises with yoga breathing. This brings more oxygen to your body and to your brain, which makes you feel more energetic and healthy. The concept of laughter yoga is based on the scientific fact that the body cannot differentiate between fake and real laughter if it's done with willingness. you get the same physiological and psychological benefits. In order for your body and mind to reap the full benefits, you need to experience sustained laughter, laughing, breathing, and laughing for at least 20 minutes. In addition to social laughter clubs, laughter yoga is practiced in companies, in fitness centers. For physically and mentally challenged people, it's a lifesaver that brings them out like never before. Let me show you how you can get yourself to laugh. If you can, please stand up with me. Okay, now make a triangle with your hand, okay, and put it over your belly button. Like this. Now repeat after me. Ha, 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 ha. Can you feel your stomach muscles push your stomach out? Then you're doing it right. Now, let's lengthen those ha-has to create fake laughter. Follow me. Ha 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 ha. Try and stop yourself. Laughter yoga. You have to try it to believe it. Because laughter is serious business. Back to you.
I'm just trying it out now, Andy. Andy, that was truly enlightening. Wow, thank you so much. I got goosebumps in the back of my head, like spine tingles. I get that sometimes when I sing too. So, wow, thank you for joining us live here tonight. And I have just a couple of questions for you. And first of all, many of us think that, laughter is a byproduct of a good time, as you said, jokes and humor and things. But you frame it as a performance tool. And you mentioned, helping at the start of a speech. For our Toastmasters, how can a speaker use these techniques to manage their nerves?
Thanks, David. It's a pleasure to be here. In fact, it is a tool that we can use. Many people think that laughter is something that happens only when something funny occurs. Laughter yoga treats it differently. This is intentional laughter, a tool to shift our physical and our emotional state. The body, as I mentioned in the video, and this is a really important point that I want everyone to take away from this, the body cannot distinguish between spontaneous laughter and deliberate laughter. It responds in the same way. That means that a speaker can use it strategically before going on stage. It relaxes your diaphragm. It releases your physical tension. It increases oxygen flow and steadies your voice. It lowers your cortisol and calms your nerves. And it boosts energy at the same time, creating a sense of playfulness. So you can regulate your state by laughing, and you can show, you can be more clear and more confident and connect with your audience.
That's amazing. Wow, so powerful. And I can think of multiple ways in which we can use that, of course. So that's, fantastic. Thank you. And I love that shift, the body and actual or fake. The brain doesn't know the difference. The body doesn't know either. So, and as I understand, you're also being incredibly generous with us tonight. So you mentioned your mentor who delivered this method to you, and you have a massive resource for our audience, a 265-page book on laughter yoga. And you see there the QR code in the top hand corner of screen. So use your phones, download. Andy, tell us a bit more about what's inside and why our viewers should download it right now, as I'm going to do that.
Well, David, I can't take all the credit for sharing this book with you. It's available free online as an ebook. It was written by Dr. Madan Kataria, who is the founder of this laughter yoga movement. Now, I only had 5 minutes to explain to you the highlights, but if you were able to download the book and read through it, it'll go into much more detail on how the movement began, the health benefits, and most importantly, where you can find centers where you can practice laughter yoga, or even set yourself up to be a laughter yoga leader like I did. I learned about laughter yoga from my very, very dear friend here in Italy, Davide Giansoldati, who runs the sessions every month that I go to. And I just want to be able to share it with everybody in the district.
Wonderful. Now and you also said you're a laughter leader. So are you also
Exactly.
have you also started a club? Where's your laughter leadership happening?
Well, I'm actually partnering up with Davide in his studio, which is in Varedo in Italy. La Via del Sole is what it's called. And it's kind of funny. He runs the sessions in Italian, and I run the sessions in English. So with me, you laugh in English, and with him, you laugh in Italian, which is kind of a funny concept.
Oh, I love that. So I'll come and visit you because my Italian is un po', whereas my English is much better. So download that book. It's downloading for me now. I can see on my phone. So thank you so much, Andy, for sharing that resource and for us to learn more about laughter yoga. And it's a real gift to our community. So thank you. It's been a real pleasure having you here on Region 10 Live News.
It's been a pleasure's been all mine, and a shout out to Area 5, all my Italian Toastmasters. Hopefully you're following along. Take care and enjoy the rest of the session.
Thank you, Andy. See you soon.
Bye.
Thank you, Andy. I also stood up and did that activity like, and I love it. I love to laugh, but thank you for reminding again, Andy. Now we are shifting our gears from internal well-being to an external success story that stands out in our region. The event, held in Berlin at the end of November, was a masterclass in organization and engagement. And I'm joined now by the visionary behind the success, Frederica Gallant. She's a speech coach with 20 plus years of experience, helping speakers to get the point before their audience mentally checks out to plan dinner. She won the district table topic championship by yelling at the moderator and placed second in district evaluation after announcing to give non-Toastmasters feedback, which tells you everything you need to know about her approach to breaking the rules that need breaking. Toastmasters gave her lifelong friends, fresh ideas, and a guest to revive the legendary Old District Conference vibes, while her secret joy remains writing wedding speeches that make people laugh and cry in same breath. Frederica, welcome to the live stage. Hello. We don't hear you, Frederica.
Sorry. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited. Let's get started.
Yeah, we're excited too. First, I will ask some questions to you tonight, of course, but first, we have a short video of highlights of the event. Let's watch it before we dive into this.
Totally, yes.
Wow, amazing. I can see it was full of agenda and activity. And my first question is about your original motivation, Frederica. Behind this organization, this event, what need did you aim to address in your community when you first designed it?
Okay, my co-organizer and me visited another event for the 100th birthday a year before, and we both agreed that we needed something like this again. And the something that we thought we needed was connection across clubs. Berlin is a pretty big city. We have some clubs, but many people only know their own club, and that actually, I believe, hinders development. And sometimes, let's club not develop their full potential. So our plan was clear. We wanted to connect the community as we had experienced the year before, and to show excellence, which is one of my core values.
Amazing. Really, the connection, that community is so critical for us. And this is our aim in Region 10 Live News as well. Thank you for doing this. And that on the day of the event, what do you think worked exceptionally well, especially considering you hosted 24 workshops and welcomed 150 paying participants? It's amazing.
Let me start with a personal learning. We had a workshop giver drop out last minute because he had a family issue. We had changes of rooms. A lot of things had to be reorganized. So I got to bed at 3 a.m. and overslept. And under the shower, I decided not to care about anything, not to take out my inner flamethrower, but to really enjoy the event. And I think that was the best thing I could do, because in the last minute, you cannot change things. You just have to go with the flow. And that is actually what worked so well. Maybe a bit too well. We only had 10 minutes between the individual workshops, and that's way too short. You want members and guests to connect. It still worked out fine, but next time we'll have longer breaks so that people really can get to know one another and do not need to rush 4 stories up and down in those 10 minutes. That was doing it a bit overdoing it.
Actually, that's a very good story and a good message for all of us, for ourselves, because we are trying to be perfect what we are doing. But as you said, there are some crises, there are some things are happening in our lives. Just be in the flow and do what you need to do with your passion, like you, then you get the results. Amazing story, really. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, then. Beyond that number that I shared, which are amazing, what tangible or unexpected outcomes did you observe after the event for the participants or speakers or yourself or your community?
Yeah, a lot of clubs showed up, but one was very special, and they had their next meeting the Monday after the Saturday event. I went there because I wanted to say thank you, but I saw all the results such a conference can give. Number one, the Toastmaster presented in a much different way from what I had seen him do before. There were guests who were enamored with what they had seen at the conference, and the whole club was connected in this unique experience. You know, very often we only meet for that one meeting, but suddenly there really was community. Everybody was still embracing that experience, and 3 of the guests became members. So I think we checked all the boxes.
Yeah. You all check boxes. Yeah. That new members, really, I'm sure they are so impressed about the activity as well. Really, what you are doing is impressive for the community, for Toastmasters members, but also the newcomers will be impressed, I'm sure, about this. Okay, you talk about lessons learned. While people are listening to you, I'm sure they are excited to deliver such a great conference. For someone who wants to do this, actually organize such a similar event, what are the top 3 lessons you learned, and what would you do differently if you were to organize it again?
Okay, the top 3 lessons: start sales early, even before the conference has started. Have a club ambassador that repeats the message: buy your ticket, it's going to be amazing at every meeting. Selling the tickets was the biggest hurdle, and until 3 weeks before, we still weren't sure if it was going to work because people decide rather late. So start sales early would be the first lesson. The second lesson, I already indicated that: take longer breaks. Number 3, do stuff that people aren't used to. I was very lucky. One of the participants in my rhetoric class, she works with the Johanniter, and they use that day to practice feeding people during a catastrophe. So we had almost free lunch, and we had a sunny November day. I know next year it's definitely not going to be sunny and warm enough to eat outside in Berlin. I mean, we're near the North Pole when it comes to temperatures. But to see how it worked will, I think, give us other ideas to, feed people, to find a room for them to have lunch. But it worked out. And the third thing, I don't know if I would rearrange everything last minute. Maybe just let it go and live with not so great results.
No, amazing. I think maybe not to be perfect is the best thing in such events, because then as you said, in the flow, then it becomes a amazing event. Now we are talking about this, and I remember that we were announcing this activity in Region 10 Live News. While we were preparing all the details with the team, we learned that it is sold out. It was amazing. One of the first conference sold out with paid conference so early. Thank you very much for your insights, for your experience you shared. Any last word from your side?
Oh, one thing. I need to mention my co-organizer, Thorsten Beckers, again. He did a marvelous job. He and Stella, the division director, called everybody and their mother. And this is part of the success. I didn't do that. I did a lot of the other stuff. But you need to get into contact with people directly. That is the way to move them. And that is what those two did. Thank you so much. And thanks so much for having me. I would love to hear about other events like this.
Yeah, we are so happy to host you here. I hope someday I would like to be also in person to your events, because really I take that passion and your valuable insights from your side. It really excited me as well. I hope you will be always successful, having such successful events in near future as well. Thank you for coming again. Have a great night.
We would love to have you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
What an incredible evening this has been, Serjan. From Furzy's stage tips to the science of laughter yoga, and now a masterclass in planning from Berlin. Our members are leaving with a lot of heavy lifting for their communication skills tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, David. It's a lot of information, but it's all actionable. I think everybody needs a deep breath before we move on to our final cultural highlights.
Yes. But wait, before we head to Scotland Burns for tonight, we have some very important business to attend to, Serjan. Shall we say it?
Yes.
Game over. That's it. So if you've been counting Reggie's golden buttons, now is the moment. Type your final number in the chat right now. We are watching the comments live. And when I say we, I mean our team backstage, Paula and Joe. Thank you so much. So if you've commented before now, it doesn't count. So we'll be checking that.
Yeah, as you said, David, our team is in the backstage, is checking the logs as we speak to verify the very first person to get the number right. Please write down your numbers.
Yes.
Let us see.
I was doing it as we were going, so I don't know where my brain was, but like, I saw a couple. I don't know if I'm right or not. I'll wait for our winner to see. So.
Yeah, let's see. We are waiting. They are calculating. Yeah.
Yes, and we will hopefully receive a moment here, a comment in our private chat here on StreamYard.
Yes, we are just checking, and maybe just while they are calculating all the details, what I like also about Andy said, laughing is a serious thing.
Yes.
These contradiction words are really helping me to understand the importance better. I love what he said, actually.
Yeah, I think Andy's so spot on. And I know in some of my university classes, I do some vocal exercises. So I'm absolutely I've got the book now, and I'm going to add in some of Andy's tips there as well to my next session. So this is exciting.
And also about what I'm also excited tonight with Frederica interview. We know that German people are so perfect in the organization, about the timing and about everything. And she honestly said that sometimes it's there has been some crisis that she needs to take care of, and just to be in the flow, and at the end the perfect outcome has come. I mean, it's amazing to get that message, I think, sometimes, because we are so much right now, for example, we are trying to do our best, but do your best and be in the flow is the best advice, I think, of tonight as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. That reminds me of a concept that I've heard of called emergent design. And it's this unfolding of things as they happen. So this could be an event like in Berlin. It could be something else, that we see there. And so, things take their natural course, a bit like this episode. As we wait, we see here in the chat, Andy's saying, who are you calling a moron? I think oxymoron was the word there. Maybe it was something that one of us said there. So far, I see we've had an official thought here. No winner.
No, I think so, but no message from the team as well. No.
There's a message in our Instagram, in our WhatsApp group there. So, all right. So we were told then no winner means that next episode, keep watching, and perhaps we will be able to see if enough people are paying enough attention to those buttons. But maybe, think about it, Serjan, maybe they were just captured by the information that was handed to them tonight. And so it was difficult to concentrate while writing notes down. I know I wrote some notes down. So that is there. So let us move on to the next moment. And I'll jump in because today is January 25th, which is a special day in Scotland. It is Burns Night, a traditional celebration held every year to honor the life and poetry of Robert Burns. It's a night of heritage, storytelling, and community. A very enthusiastic team has put together a video for us that explains it all. Let's watch it now.
Robbie Burns, born the 25th of January, 1759, a ploughman in Ayrshire, Scotland, was famous for his poems and songs. Sadly, he died young in 1796, aged just 37, but his spirit lives on in every Burns night.
Every January as Scotland shivers under sharp, star, bright skies, we gather in warm rooms with warm whisky and warm company to celebrate a man called Robert Burns. We call the celebration Burns Night. Burns Night is a living tradition, a meal with poetry and music, a night of fun, laughter, reflection, and the occasional tear.
So who was Robbie Burns?
Burns was a farmer who ploughed his fields during the day, but in his free time, he wrote about the life around him. He writes in a voice that to us in Scotland feels like home.
So why do we celebrate Burns?
We celebrate Burns because he celebrated us. Our flaws, our feelings. Burns believed every voice, no matter how small, deserved to be heard, just as we do at Toastmasters.
Burns Night is always on the 25th of January, which is Robert Burns' birthday. It is supper with poetry, pageantry and Scottish spirit. An evening where even the shyest guests are encouraged to join in, just like at Toastmasters.
It all begins with the star of the show, the haggis, which is piped in with plenty of applause. The haggis is like a spiced, oaty, crumbly sausage. It's a mix of sheep's liver and other things called the pluck, together with onion, suet, spices and salt.
Robert Burns gave many gifts to Scotland, but few have been honoured quite so noisily as the one you're about to hear. The words have been spoken for over 2 centuries in homes, halls and hallowed places, and tonight they will be spoken once again.
Fair va, your honest sonsy face, great chieftain o' the pudding race. Aboon them ye take your place. Pinach, stripe or thairm, we'll are your wordy o' a grace, as lang's me arm.
Haggis is served with neeps, which is like sweet, and tatties, which are potatoes. Everyone tucks in while whisky is poured into glasses and toasts are made to Burns. Friendship, Scotland and love.
So the night ends as it always does, with hands joined, hearts full, and the timeless words of Burns known across the world. Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot for the sake of old lang syne?
Is there for honest poverty hangs his head and all that coward slave we pass him by, we dare be poor for all that and all that, our toils obscure and all that, the rank is but the guinea stamp, the man's the gold for all that. So let us pray, so come it may, and come it will for all that, its sense and worth for all the earth shall bear the grief for all that and all that has coming yet for all man demand the world, oh, shall brothers be for all that.
Wow, what a beautiful look at such a rich tradition, Serjan. And we have to say a massive thank you to the team who made that video possible. A special shout out to Julia Martineau, who scripted and directed this wonderful piece, and to Philip Cooper for his excellent work on the editing. The soulful music you heard there was Jerry Dunn on the guitar. And we want to thank the members of Perth Toastmasters for sharing a piece of their heart and heritage with us all tonight. And a special shout out to the little creature that they had there, a beautiful little dog I see there. So I'd love to know if that dog is part of their Toastmasters club as well. And thank you to all of those who made, therefore, Region 10 feel a little bit closer tonight as we celebrate Burns Night. And Serjan, we have a wonderful another moment of collaboration that's happening right now in Region 10 in Oman, where Lillian Shafter-Kohler, our Region 10 advisor, is delivering trio training, or at least she's got a video for us. So let's see what she's getting up to.
Hello, everybody. How was the mid-year training experience for you?
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Exciting.
Amazing.
Meaningful. Incredible.
Energetic.
Amazing.
Emotional.
Inspirational.
Awesome. Full of shared wisdom.
Motivational.
Creative.
Valuable.
Enthused.
Inspirational. Knowledgeable.
Flourishing.
Fabulous.
Amazing.
Majestic.
Incredible.
Well, there you go. And if that didn't enliven your English vocabulary, I don't know what did. So thank you to all of the trios from across Region 10 there for sharing their enthusiasm and bringing us something that's happening this weekend in Oman, as I said. So, Serjan, it's been a wonderful evening. Let's reflect.
Yeah.
Good. It's been good.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was impressed about actually for the Lillian's video, I would like to say something because it's a great opportunity, I think, for networking. I saw our leaders are there. I think they enjoy a lot. And I like the idea that they said words about what they feel in the training. I think it was amazing. Thank you very much for it, sharing this. I was not expecting this video and I'm impressed actually. And it was a great night, David, wasn't it?
Truly wonderful. So you saw there, Joe put up our next episode in 2 weeks' time, where we'll have more interviews, more fun, more aspects of news across Region 10. So if you are sharing news with us, thank you. And if you've got things like you've seen tonight and in the past episodes, please send us your news. We really want to enliven all across Region 10 and bring the spirit and community of collaboration together with everyone.
And also, don't forget we will have a winner next time, I hope.
Yes, let's hope. I'll have to go and talk to Reggie now, make sure he's feeling okay. All right.
Okay,
have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.